Well, hi, folks. Old man Grognard here. Thought I'd sneak on here a bit and just talk to you. I'm assuming you can hear me. At least the meter says you can hear me. And well, today, I don't know. I just kind of wanted to break onto YouTube and see what's going on. I don't even know if anybody's out there, but I'll talk anyway. Right now, I just want to let you know what's going on, around me and all this other stuff. But I've got some work to do here, sort of, kind of. Uh, I'm trying to come up with an adventure for North Texas RPG Con. I am a special guest this year, so I feel obligated to run something as I usually do every year. But this year is kind of special because I'm special guest because I do stuff like this. So, and also every year my main My main jam as far as running a game is usually gangbusters. In fact, it is gangbusters, and it's always a lot of people look forward to it. So, son of a gun, I'm not going to disappoint them. I've got about four or five I've run over the years, but I'd like to come up with something new and fresh for this year because it's special. So I am racking my brain trying to come up with a gangbusters game. It'll take place in the city of Rock Junction, the town of Rock Junction, whatever you want to call it. Back in the east, it's kind of analogous to, say, Kansas City, because there's also Lakefront City there that is also a basis for a for a campaign, and that's sort of analogous to Chicago. My friend Mark Hunt came up with Rock Junction, and I like it very much because it is basically it's a blank. It was a blank page, and I got to fill it with some stuff. So that was special. And I've got a few, like I said, ones I've run before. Last year, I repeated one I'd run many years before called Ring of Fire. Hey, good morning, Paul. How are you? I hope you're doing well. This is sort of a surprise to you, and it's probably a surprise to me too. But anyway, I ran Ring of Fire. It was a boxing thing. I've done other games, but like I said, I want to come up with something interesting. I'll probably play those two, run those two, keep the notes, and see what happens. Right now, I'm going through I've got a whole lot of books in that closet, and on that shelf over there, and on this butcher block table inside there of stuff I can draw from. I mean, some people say I'm a hoarder. My wife says I'm a hoarder, but uh, it's what I do. And I'm right now. I'm looking through this Eureka 501 Adventure Plots to Inspire Game Masters. This is by Engine Publishing, the Gnome Stew folks. Now, this has been out for a while. I even did a review of this on my channel quite a while ago because this came out in 2010. And it's just chock full of adventure ideas. It's divided into three main sections, which is fantasy, sci-fi, and horror. And they also show you how you can, adapt it to other genres. They just wanted to use like three main genres that you could use. And it's got some very good indexes in the back. Plots by genre, plots by they put tags on their adventures, plots by title, and by contributors. But it's a very meaty book, and I like it. I've got a lot of these. And you know what's funny about it? What's funny about it is that I buy something like this, and I don't read it. I may peruse it once or twice, but then I'd stick it up on the shelf because when I need something, I want to be surprised. I want to be like if I can find something or any of the other books I have over there and I pull it out and I go, "Hey, I like that and I'm going to use it." And that's the way I like to do it. If I ran through this whole thing, first of all, I don't have time to do it because I'm a slow reader. I had trouble with that with the when I would do reviews, because they'd want me to review like a 500-page book, and it's like, unless I know the system or something like that, like say Hyperborea, I've reviewed all three editions, and probably review another edition if it comes out. But I know that game. I can look through it and say, okay, what's changed, what's better, and all that kind of stuff. But something like this, I'd sit I'd sit here and sit here and sit here, and it wouldn't. I couldn't. I couldn't. I mean, like this. This one is my next one I want to review. It's called Vaults of the Weaver, and it's like Adventures for Arduin. And I'm still getting through it. I'm about halfway through it, and I've learned to these kind of books not really skim over them, but I can find the pertinent points, which means I don't take forever to get a review out. This is way overdue. I've just been busy with other things. Speaking of other things, that's what I got going on in the game front. In fact, I have no game. I have no game right now. Right now, I'm involved in a play, stage play, um, and it's interesting. Good morning, John D. I'm glad to see some people out there are out there. Um, and I've been kind of got my mind set on that and this and other things. I want to get my drawing. I want to start drawing again. My friend Eric Tinkar, I visited him in October. Because, I visited him in October, and he was nice enough to gift me an iPad, a very nice iPad. It's a 12 by 8, 12.8-inch iPad. And I bought an Apple Pencil, and I got Procreate, and I'm trying to learn how to digitally draw. And like I said, that's fallen by the wayside for a while too, because like I said, I got a play to do. And I have not really gone out to look for another game, because all my game friends, all my games are in Oklahoma City. I am in a little town called Chickasha, which is about 30 miles southwest of Oklahoma City. And it's a drive. I played online for a while with them, but that game sort of like went on hiatus, and I don't know if it's returning or not. That was like, it was a Monday game. That was the last game I was in. I probably won't. I'm hoping that I can get a game in soon, because we do have a game store here. Sort of, it's one of those places where you go to play $5, play all night type of thing. And I want to get something started there, which is going to be an uphill battle, because it seems like everything on there is focused on 5th edition, Warhammer, or Magic. So I want to go there and say, hey guys, look at this game, Hyperborea. Hey, look at this game, 1st edition AT&T. Let's play. So we'll see how that goes. But like I said, I've not gotten around to do that yet, because it's usually in the evening and I'm doing a show, So we'll see how that goes. I'm very anxious. You're right, John D. Online gaming is great. And it doesn't quite fulfill me, to tell you the truth. It's good if I have nothing else. And it's good if I have regular guys I used to play with at the table who do that online now. I got to kind of like, bend with the times type of thing. So you got to do it that way. But as far as like online games, I'm sitting in front of my computer right now. This is a desktop computer. And I can only sit here so long. If I'm sitting at a table across from people, I can play a lot longer than I'm sitting here in front of a machine. One, too many distractions. I got too many tabs up here, too many bookmarks up here, that in the middle of a game, it's like, What's going on Facebook? Okay, yeah, okay. What's going on here? And so I tell everybody, look, like the Monday game used to run 3 hours. I could pretty much handle that, but I tell everybody it's like 2 hours max. You know, after 2 hours, I start getting antsy. I start like, I want to get away from the computer. I spend a lot of time at my computer, like Miguel is saying there. He works all day with my computer or his computer, his computer. But I got to get up. You know, I got to get up and move around or go to the store or something just to get out for a while. Maybe it's my age. I don't know. I'm 67. I'm going to be 68 in a few months. And I try not to think about that. I'm used to now being the oldest guy at the table. So that's no problem. In fact, it's funny. I'm doing this show at the Chickasha Community Theater, which is at the Washita Theater downtown. And it's a beautiful, beautiful theater. It used to be an old movie house. And the community theater bought it and they use it for their shows now. In fact, it has a balcony, which they don't use because they use that for their lights and sound and store and prop and costume storage, which is okay. I mean, it looks great down. I mean, I don't mind that, but I look at this beautiful, beautiful theater, beautiful acoustics and things like that. But the show I'm in, it's an old time melodrama. I've done those before. Those are fun. They can be fun, yeah. And I've got a very tiny part, which is the way I want it because this is my first show with them, and I just want to kind of get my foot in the door and introduce myself, find out what the people are and stuff. And there's a lot of high school kids, a lot. We're talking 14, 15, 16 in this show, and I don't know if it's this is the norm or it's just the show. And a lot of people from the school district do stuff. The director's an English teacher there, and sometimes I feel like I'm back in high school doing shows. But they really, I gotta say that I give them kudos, man. I do because for putting all. I mean, this is like a viable community theater that I'm sure they're struggling in some ways, but I can't see it. So and they're giving me like respect. I mean, I'm used to, hey, how you doing? I mean, everybody, the baseline. To me, there's a baseline of respect for everybody. You want more, you earn more. But there's a baseline like, okay, you're a human, you're here. Hi, I have no issue with you, you know, and then you make impressions from there. But these kids, I mean, I'm having a little trouble, okay, physically. And these kids are really like, can I help you up the stairs? Can I was like, uh, okay, sure, sure. Uh, please click the like button. Oh, okay. I thought was that me? No, no. Okay, because I don't see a like button. But I'm kind of befuddled right now. It's so funny because I've been online. I've been on YouTube for quite a while now. I've got like over 150 videos out there, and I do live streams with Eric on a regular basis. But I'm just, you know, he uses something called Restream right now, which is a service that I thought, well, I don't really want to pay for that. First of all, I hate subscriptions. I absolutely hate subscriptions. I don't want to have to be paying monthly for things other than utilities, and that includes the internet. So, oh, thanks, Alex. I'm. By the way, how you doing, Alex? Good to see you. But totally lost my train of thought here. Oh yeah, theater. Yeah, they're really nice people. You forget, you know, I'm from California, in case you didn't know. I was born in LA. I was raised in Long Beach, which is in LA County. And other than a few months I spent in the Chicago area when I was married to my first wife, I had never been out of California as far as living there. I mean, I lived in Northern California for about 12 years too. And, coming to Oklahoma here is a bit of a shock. Um, I think it was a shock I wanted to happen. I find in my life that I kind of, I don't know, I just, anything I want my life, if I want something to happen in my life, I kind of have to grab myself and yank myself into something else. Like I have to have these shocks. I have to have these, it's a different situation. What do I do? There's no thought about it or anything. It's just change of scenery. Whoa, that kind of thing. So that's, that's kind of the way I am. I don't like being that way. It's just, that's the way I am. So coming here to Oklahoma and seeing these people, even the gaming guys, I love the gaming guys. My group on Mondays, even my Thursday group with my friend Matt, he's over in Bethany. So they're all about 30 miles away. That's why I'm saying that. But the guys on Monday, even online, they're great. I play with them. I've GM'd with them for them before, and they are such a good. They want to be there. They want to have adventure. And if you give them a good story, they will carry it. I mean, see, we're playing we're playing live, or even now. Most of the guys, practically all the guys at the table in my old group, they they're performers. Not that I'm not a performer, but myself and my grandson Gage were the only two who didn't perform in the Ren Fair at the Muskogee Castle. There is a castle in Muskogee. Muskogee is about an hour away from OKC, of course, roughly. Um, and there's a castle, and they do every summer, every spring and summer, they do what they call the castle, which is basically it's like a it's like uh, a Ren Fair. It's Ren Fair. It's a I can't remember the name of the so it's basically an SCA thing. I've never been in the SCA myself, but I've known a lot. Well, especially when I was in Northern California, I knew a lot of people who were in the SCA. In fact, I even attended a tournament one weekend, and that was fun. You know, they made me a simple costume, and I just went. It was fun. But I have yet to do the Muskogee Castle. Um, every time they wanted to do the Muskogee Castle, they said, "Why don't you come out? You can work for us. You can have a lot of fun." And I said, "I'd love to, but you run the weekend of my convention, my one and only convention, role playing game convention." And so I end up not doing it. And now that I'm in Chickasha, it's even further. So if I wanted to get involved, I wouldn't know how. I mean, I probably could. I've got, like I said, my gaming friends, just talk to them, and I probably could, but that's even worse than doing a show here. I mean, the show here is late. I'm like 5 minutes away from the theater. Um, but that kind of drags me away too. The gaming. See, right now it's like gaming, acting, gaming, acting. When I started back in 1981 with Advanced Dungeons and Dragons First Edition, when I started, my attitude was, because I was doing shows, my attitude was, well, there's something I can do between doing shows, just to have fun and do the acting thing. Well, that got flipped on its head. Now it's more like I did shows between games. So what are you going to do? Okay. By the way, anybody who's watched me on YouTube, like doing the live streams and the other stuff, if it sounds kind of repetitive, it probably is, because it's been a long time since I've been able to talk to anybody. So I tend to go. I'm going over my background and everything like that. But anyway, that's what I'm doing as far as like, trying to come up with something here or something like that. You want to see what I came up with? This. That's what I came up with, but something will happen, don't worry. Usually every year when I want to run a gangbusters game. See, my other hobby, like I need another hobby, is movies. Movies. This is only part. I'll show you this.